I forgot the main thing of what I was going to talk about. Putting together the pieces, mirrored here, all mirrored of each other, each one in a different direction. The equator of 36, or what is the exchange between these two letters, 14th and the 18th. What is 7 and what is 9? The mother and the birth and the pull. What is 313? What is 414? What is show as so? 7 by 2, 14. What is 9 by 2? What is 18? That is total of 32 and 04. I was working on this over here, that 36, 360 degrees over here, right? So what it is the 1 through 18 and 1 through 18. And the split is here. The thing is, it goes 18, 19, 20. And then this way, okay, it goes 19, 20, 21. Did I do that right? 18, 19, 20. Right, 18, 19, 20, 21, the same thing. So everything is run by 20s. Even the cube is run by 20s. It's 1 through 21. What is 1 through 21? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. Yes, I was talking about the 40 minutes in a day. And 720, 2160, the hexahedron. And that's a 1.5 times the day, which is 24 and 12 hours, is 36, 86, 23. How's everybody doing? One times two, 1 plus 2, 2 and 3, 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, 6 and 8. I can do this, which is going to come out to 2 and 3, 5, let's call it Bell. And 23.5 is actually 47, 23.5. And this one is 8 and 6. Did I get, yeah, same thing. Three by 6 is 18. 3 plus 6 is 9. Equals 27. We're inside the house of Bate, house of creation of all sixes. This is a straight line. These are 3 straight lines. These two can come together, and then these two can come together. Why? Separation, the heart zone. But the thing is, it's running on this angle. And this is where the A splits in. And where the A splits in, when you split the A in half, if you look, if you want to split it, just put a head on it. Now you split the head, and now you have the letter R for your radius, splitting apart the two houses, because a straight line across is your base 180. Gimel Gamma. Your 3 by 17, what this is, 3 by 37 is 111. 1 through 36 equals to 666, which equates to 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, equaling to what is 111. The air sign cubic, 21 and 10, equaling to CUBE. 3113, let's call it. Elon Musk. What does the RE stand for when you have this? I have to take a shower. You know, I haven't been entering very much into the house. Yeah, I wanted to show you this. So based on 360, your 19th letter and your 18th are over here, but now we need an alphabet shift. If we work our alphabet 1 through 36, and we only have 26 letters, we need an alphabet shift. So there's many things I can do, but for now, I do this, 631. 136, what is that? Yeah, so, oh yes, okay, let me show you. I don't like to squish everything together. 6, 7, and 8 is equatable to ABC. EI. Right? And guess what? Where do we go next? Right? Right? Where do we go next? Look at that. Look at that. H and A come together. Here we have a gap, 2, 3, 4, earth vibration, FGH, 6, 7, 8, into formation, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. It's at the heart of 36. This comes off a famous game, right? Comes off the famous game. Here's the game. If you take a look and start studying this game, I have not studied it all. I've looked at it. But what it is the coloring. Coloring, right? And yeah, somebody just pumped up over here. How you doing? How you doing? So we're only one person over here. I have to take a shower, so I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back in 10 minutes, or I can leave it running. So what I was working on here, so you can see this now. Why do I need to do this? I don't need to do this. I can just do this. H, right? After you go to, hold on a second. No, I. Oh, yes, this is a mistake. Where am I coming over here? Oh, my God. This is J. Where am I going? Crisscross. This is okay. This is all good. Okay. But this becomes 6J now with A. Right? So this becomes 1 and 10 now comes together. You know, when you add this up, you get 55. You know, you get the word freedom. I'll rewrite this page again. You get the word freedom. You get the word sky. You get the word pass. Now check this out. S19, K11, Y25. 2 and 5, 11, 36, 46, 55. Pass. 16, 1, 19, 19, 38, 39, 49, 55. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 by 27 is 140, and 49 is 189. We have to understand the association of what the numbers say. Here we connect our 13. Here we connect our 11, our 7, our 9, our 5. We don't have the 3 because our 3 is over here, right? Part of the master system. We all know the master system, right? And that equals to 9, right? And then this equals to 9, right? And that equals to 9, right? And hold on a second. And that equals to 9. Pretty cool, eh? Now check this out. This equals to 7. This equals to 11. This equals to 7. This equals to 11. Is there anything missing? 3 and 6 equals to 9, right? So we're going to have just 1 second. I'm just trying to remember. Yes. So 3 and 6 equals to 9. 4 and 5 equals to 9. 2 and 7, 5 and 4, 1 and 8, 6 and 3. But when we do it down this way, that's 18. This equals to 11, and this equals to a 7. I don't have a cube with me. Yes, because I'm in the bathroom right now. I was going to take a shower, but I had a panic attack, and every time I get a panic attack, I get some information, different ways of delivering this reality. Here it is for me. Once you have this in your hand and you know how to use your telephone keypad, the ATM, you know a little bit about everything. Not too much to get lost, right? Not too much to get lost, just like, okay, I'm not going to get into that part too hard. That's just something I put up before. But so now when you take a look, you end up with 777 equals to 21, 11, 11, 11 equals to 33. and that would be a 9 by 6 equals to 54. All right, so you'd have H, I, J. This is J would come over here. I'll rewrite this. J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. Whoop, Q, R. You see that? All right, look at that. Here's your QR coming together. All right, your high QR, your key. I'm just trying to look at what these words possibly say, what they're doing. So it's 9, 9, what is it? 5, 5, 4, 4. This is the feminine over here, right? This runs your, as the 18th letter, it's a description of what it is the radius, right? You have the, how did we do that before? We had the radius, right? You need the radius, right? There's our radius, because we run the 45 angle. We're not going to stop in the middle, or we could stop in the middle and say, this is your side and that's my side. And here's the center of the two sides, right? And we join these centers and we call this Fox, and we call this May. And it's Army, right? For the army. The fox, the stripes that they put on, and they use it to represent the fox, right? Fox 45, which splits everything and brings everything together through 9/11, right? The house of Mars and the singular moon in the sky. Where do I get this? 2, 5, and 8. Where do I get that? From 1177, 44. 1 and 1 is 2, 7 and 7 is 14, 4 and 4 is 8, 14 is 5, 2, 5, and 8. 3 times 2 is 6, F, 3 by 5 is 15, the letter O, 3 by 8 is 24, the letter X. 6 is 6, 1 and 5 is 6, 2 and 4 is 6. 0, what is 1 and 5? Okay, is 5. What is 2 and 4 is 8. So here we have 18 and 13. We have RM, like in Mr. coming together. Mr. saying fox, 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 coming through the manhole. Right, what is the manhole? So anyways, I don't know right now. I have to put it all together. There's a lot of things I go through just to better understand what these are. Is 1 times 3, 1 plus 3. Equals to 3 and 4, 7. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 is 5 and 6, 11. 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 is 6 and 7, and the spirit is 6 and 7, 13, which is the soul, which is also the representation of Ishmael. Ishmael, call Ishmael, okay, the part of the soul, and call it the double nickel, because it runs the house, the dimensions of Abraham. Here are the dimensions of Abraham, Rachel, Sarah, Isaac. If you look down at the bottom, the yellow coloring, that joins both the split in the heart of Luna, the center golden silver moon, right at the top. See the yellow? It's yellow gold. Those are the moons of Mars. Right? You have to create an arc en ciel, a rainbow in the sky, to go from one side to the other side, right? Let LG be free. Let LG be free. LG is 12 and 7 plus or minus is 1905, which is equal to 3 times 4 equals 12L. 3 plus 4 equals 7G. Plus 7 and 12 is 19S. Minus 7 and 12 is 5E. S coming together. So when S comes together, it's 5 through 19. Actually, it's 3 fire signs. And it's the joining of what is the amalgamation of what is Sagittarius and what is the reality of Capricorn. Capricorn base, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll finish with that, but Capricorn base, 1, 2, 3, 4 equals to 10, right? And check this out. 1 and 2 equals to 3. So if I said, I don't even know how to, I can never write this one. I think it's Pisces for Pisces, which is also number 71, right? And it's telling me it's running from the negative side. Like once you get to 12, it's like -3, -2, -1. And then I can't do that. It's -4, -3, -2. I'm just trying to see -1. I'm just trying to see if this is possible. 9 from 2 to that. Just trying to see if this is possible. 3, 2, 1, 9, 8, 0, 8, 7, 6, 4, 2, 9, 7, 5. Okay, I think I'm going to rip this page out. Anyways, let me just not confuse you. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals to 10. But if I took this as the 10th zodiac sign, right, you would have Capricorn. Now 1 and 2 equals to 3, then you would have Gemini. But what if we reverse this? And the 10th one was Gemini, right? And the third one was Capricorn. Or what if they were both Capricorn? Gemini inside Capricorn, 1 and 2 equals to 3, and the base of all creation begins here. There is nothing lesser than, and only coming in at 4 does anything get created. And that's exactly where the third planet, Earth, part of the Gemini number, or how about part of Virgo in this world? Why? Because if you take a look, there's 3 to the top and 3 to the bottom. That's 6. Now, if I turn this cube here, you'll see there's 1 to the center here, but it ain't there. So you do know there's a gap of separation that has a possibility of putting another area space here. In reality, there is a total of 9. But the dice cube, right, no matter what you do, the only way to get that 9 is to turn this one this way and then turn it this way. So there's never more than 7 of 9 and then 7 of 9. And they're not the same. The difference is 28, which is a water and an earth. And what is 4 and 6, which is a water and an earth? Is that we? E-A-W-A? What is the difference? We are the difference. Let's see the combinations that are the same. E in water, E in earth, A in water, A in earth, T in earth, T. We have another E over here. The difference is W. We have the R here, WH. That's the complete difference. The 23 and the 8th, the 5th and the 8th, 6 and 5. 11 and 30 equals 2. Our birth is the difference. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3, 6 and 5. 6 times 5, 30, 6 and 5, 11. Really, I have to stop here. What happens to this is 1 times 1 equals to 1. 1 plus 1 equals to 2. 2 and 1 equals to 3. Within the mirror you create, in the deck of cards, right? You have a card here, and the heart of the picture cards, right, which is the Jack, the Queen, and the King. And over here it mirrors, just like if you would have the trees of the land, okay, coming to the shores of the waters. Right now what do you have? Earth over here and the water sign. Maybe that's what that is. Right. So, but the H also, the other reality is there's a few realities that go with H. And once you do have H, you already have the 2 cubic. And when you have the 2 cubic, it means you must have the 3 cubic, which is the hexahedron. And the hexahedron, this 9 number box that we use. Oof. Hold on a second. Wow, what was I going to say about that? Oh, wow. What it is within the 9 is that there are 4 separate area spaces in which the 2 cubic occupies. Let's call it 4 seasons. Is it the 4 seasons hotel? Where do we use the H? Remember, this is a game science. Is it the hotel or is it the hospitality? You know, in the hospitality, you get served breakfast, right? I think they have the main nurse and they have this, right? You're on third base, time heaven. What is the IR? I don't know 100% what it means. I know what it means to be up on the T. It means to be at the gateway. Perhaps at the mercy, that one is learning from the teacher. But this one here is bronze, right? This represents bronze. So when you see this, it represents bronze, right? So what does the bronze do? It brings the silver and the gold for the healing. The thing is, where do they cast out to pick up their silver and their gold? Anyways, I didn't want to get into that part. I'm just going to see if I can finish off. So yes, we're going to go back to Capricorn. So Capricorn can be looked at 3 and 10. What is 1, 2, 3, 4? Or what is just 1 and 2? Over here it stops at Gemini, but it depends. If you're starting at 12 Pisces, which is a mutable sign, or you're starting at and going 3, right? Obviously 3. So you remove Pisces, you remove Aquarius, and then you come over here. So our joining right now is here. Right. Anyways, let's make a long story short. I got to take a shower and I know I'm all over the place and on this little teeny phone, I can't see what's going on. So now we have what is 10, right? But what if I would have stopped at 1, 2, 3? That would have been 6, right? So we have 60 seconds on the clock of 100% of time, which if you cut it in half, it would be 5 and 3, or it would be E and C. The reverse of this is 5. The reverse of this is 7. This is 2 air signs jumping through the fire sign of Leo. This is possibly where Capricorn or where Gemini comes alongside into Libra, 2 air signs. 1 between 2 is where the beginning is. The 5 is where the mirror is. This one over here, A, B, C, D, okay, F, G, H, I. The 5 links it all together. The Aztec worked this way: 5, 10, 15, 20. Or what is 5, 1, 6, 2, 7, 3, 8, 4, 9. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 11, 11, 11. What is 9, 9, 9 to what is 10, 10, 10? 33, 30, 24, 27. So we have 3, 6, 6, 9. I have to take a little bit of a deeper look. So in rotation of creation, in rotation, 66 is the gateway, the upper and the lower house. So what is A, B, C, D? It equals to 10. So what is FGHI? It's 30. It's 3 times the difference. Or what is 1/3? And we run those cycles of 1/3 by 1, 4, and 7. 7 months of 31 days, 4 months of 30 days, 1 month of 28 in a 3-year cycle. And then we have the joining cycle. So when we have this one becomes 217, this becomes 120, this one becomes 28 with a star, because when you see number 29, 2 and 9, 11, there is the difference. This is only the connection, but this comes bringing on the birth from all the houses to create one. And this is part of Mars, 2, Venus, right? Venus is reflection, Mars. How's everybody doing? I'm going to take a look at some of the comments. I'm just sitting up now. I'm going to slow down. If there's any comments at all, I will answer them. Okay, so okay. How's everybody doing? Looks like a messy page, right? So let's see what this did here. Just want to see 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, 6 and 8. That's the passage of the 7th gate. So what happens when I say 6 and 8, passage of the 7th gate, they're equal, okay? Here's your 6. When I show you the 2 opposite, okay, you're going to see 6 and 2. Now, when you multiply 6 times 2, right? When you multiply 6 by 2, 12. 6 and 2, 8. 8 and 12, 20. 2 plus 0, 2. You flip it over. You get 5 and 1. 1 times 5. 1 plus 5. 6 and 5, 11. 1 and 1 is 2. Whichever way you want to go. Do you want to go here? 1 times 2. 1 plus 2 equals 5. The opposite of 1 and 2 is 6 and 5. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 and 30 is 41. 4 and 1 is 5. They are the same. Whichever way you want to roll this, it's all the same. Here's the story. Here's the game. All comes out of the physics of the cube. Please participate. I don't like my crazy page. I wasn't supposed, when I'm at home, maybe I'll go a little slower. Maybe that's my poor excuse. And again, I was talking about this Jack Queen. Jack, Queen, King. They all have a frame around it. And at the heart of a card, I'm not sure if I have one. So you see at the heart, right? It's a reflection of itself, making itself perfect at that point. So there's a lot of bends and reflections within this card, right? This is the way mirroring works. And if you take a look, the card here in the background at the lower part underneath the last comment, you can see that there's a fold in it showing a triangular shape, right? And you can see the center of this card. You can see the top. The head is cut off, right? The crown is not at the top at this point. What is at the top? We don't know. But you can see there's a split at the top. That split at the top will show a heart section, just like you see the star. Is that the cubic star spinning? What is the element? We see the yellow and black. That is, there's a game where, in fact, there's a few, algorithms in which it does this. You can call it odds and evens, in which We can have 0 or we don't have to have 0 as an area extra space, right? Occupied, unoccupied. So anyways, just let me get rid of this one here. What else can I? You know, we can use this, right? That would be the same thing. So if you want to look at that 6-point star, can we look at this? Now the question is, right, this is on a slant. You see the angle of this? So is the queen. On what angle? If you take a look, the flux capacitor, 3, 6, 9, 12. There's 9 connected to 3 from an outside circular source. Or there's one heart with 3 that is around it. You know, the bevel, the ocean part, the movement. Can do this. So what I'm looking at here are the fonts of the number. If you look at the number 9, you can almost, it's like either a ghost or a dog or the letter R that's inside of it, and you can see partial ones inside. The 3, where there's no mirror, it's lost into the jersey. Here's the 20. You see the way we have the squarature down at the bottom, but it's round at the top. The 2 also, the top of the 2 represents also the O. So there's a conjunction. Oh, look at that. You have 39 and 20. Okay. Angels are coming. Why 20? So what it is about you take this off. And if you take a look at these bricks on the wall, right, you see the way it creates the H? Right, I'd have to hold the thing sideways. And then the 5 and the 2. If you follow the bricks, it also creates a TV set. You see the TV set? Does anybody see the TV set here? Right? Okay, here, I tell a story from games, from the reality that I present myself living. I believe that most have seen these designs before. If you have not, I try to work based on things that exist that everybody can find online, at a museum, or even a reputable student like Einstein or Aleister Crowley, people that have created, that have great diplomas, everybody that can be recognized online right now, that is freedom of speech, right? The peaceful things, all the president's men, etc. I like to study these things. You know why? I think it resonates with everyone. As easy as ABC 1, 2, 3. We haven't started with the numbers. The other thing I haven't done is Pokemon. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it Pokemoon? And the other one is this. Because this is how it all began for me. And it was all about this. I think that other dog's in the other room. Hold on. Did you want to come in? Are you okay? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in. Oh, 1521. Yes, so that's what it was. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equals to 21. So there's no dynamic algorithm, right? It's the algorithm within itself. So this is what, and not only that, right? Check this out. If we got the 1 up here, where's the 6? Guess what? It's on the bottom. See, it's as easy as heads and tails, right? Time heaven. Bring on the teacher, right? Bring on the teachers, right? You do know it begins at 4th and it ends at the 20th. You do know that the Aztec run a 260 day, in which I spoke before, we have, 18 is the break point of 360. So we realigned the alphabet beginning at 6A and ending at 31Z. So now if you want to multiply something times 6, okay, this last number will be 186 and we're beginning at 36. There's one of the gematrias that work this way, right? So yeah, that's one of them. 186 would be 386. So anyways, yes, so that's when we realigned the 260. Now, why did I mention 420? Because if we went to 4 hours, which is 240 minutes, it would also give us, right, 4 hours. But what if we went to 4 hours and 20 minutes? We would get 420. And in that 420, that would be 260 minutes, right? We get 12 and 8. We'd have what? The 12 to the edge and the 8 to the corner. So my question is, right, times 2 times 3. Is this my C and E? 5 and 3? What is that, 5 and 3? 5 times 20 equals 100. 5 times 3 equals 60 seconds on the clock, C and E. So I want to come back to this again. I missed out something. Yes, 420. So yes, so this is what it is. When you add 1 to 21, right, you can't get the other side. It's the head or the tail. So the head goes 1 to 5 equals to 15, or 2 over to 6 equals to 20. Or how about 2015? Or the Hebrew year, 5775, or 77 times 75, or 75 times 75, 75 plus 75 equals 5625 and 150. And this is to the total of 5775. So we had a picture over here. All right. Feminine and the masculine, 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals to what is 3 and 2, communication through the feminine. But I'm just showing you everything that goes with it. So here's more or less the ladder of 13. Here is where your 5775 comes in. Thank you, Anna. Really and truthfully, I've never been rated before. So, but yes, basically it's numerology, gematria. It's a game, I call it a game science. How can I describe it? I had no idea what I was doing at the beginning. I'm just gathering up pieces and parts. I don't even know where to start. The design of letters, dots and dashes, what they do, connecting geometric shapes and understanding their angles and where their angles fit in upon a radius. I think I'm describing that properly, right? And everything's got to be really, really basic. I mean, once you end high school, you basically should be able to do everything I do. If you just went through high school, that's all you need, right? You just, but the more, it depends. Why I'm saying it that way is because anyways, I'm not even going to describe it. I can, because that is not a concrete reality. There's many realities that can be made with this. I call it a game science. I'd love to get this out on Roblox, to where when you play the game, you'll be learning at the same time about zodiac signs, right? Wow, I'm just blabbing right now. So yeah, this is numerology. I bring alignment and understanding. If you mention number 1, I want to know where number 1 exists everywhere, one planet, one person. If you divide one of anything, like if you divide a pie, right, in half, it becomes half and half. So instead of number 1 being there, it now be number 5 and 5. So that's my truth, right? Like I like to look at my nose that way. If I split my nose with 2 nostrils, I get 2 full nostrils, yet I only have 1 nose. So I like to call the nose 5, like E. But you have EE, you have 2 airways in there. So I've learned to think that way. And also because of, I look at games like the game of Monopoly. You can say this is the 40 days, right? Every single property talks about a different day. When you have 19 and 19, right? And separating, I think I mentioned this before. Anyways, whatever it is, if you can see Waterworks in it, right? So Waterworks is the 29th area, but it's 28 from Go. And then Electric Company, which is not in here, is 12 from Go. The thing is, it's 12 and 13, and Waterworks is what is 28 and 29, so big deal, right? Well, the deal is like this. I match things up. 12 and 13 is the bar mitzvah and the bat mitzvah. The 1 times 5, sorry, hold on a second. The bat mitzvah at 12, the bar mitzvah at 13, right? Here, the teens begin. Things change over here, but they don't only change over here. A, B, C, D, E, F. A, B, C equals to 6. When you had D, it equals to 10. Everything comes back to the beginning again. So it becomes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. So where am I again? Yeah, so I showed you one of the things yes, let me finish this. We finished with 5775. Hold on a second. Wow, I'm like all over the place now. Yes, over here. So the 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals to 3, and 2 equals to 5. The 1 times 3, the 1 plus 3 is 3, and 4 equals to 7. So when I went, here, okay, let me turn, I think I have to turn my camera around. Yeah, so when I went here, right, you see the 7 over here? Well, the 5 is over here, 575. The I is 575, connected by 66. What it is 13 is the end. Your first connect is 6, 1 up to the top, and then 6 back to the bottom. 6 to the top, connect 1, down to the bottom, 6 to the top, connect 1, down to the bottom, and then reverse. Now when you start reversing and crisscrossing the numbers, your numbers take on duality, because now they're in both houses, the link. So here's your 61613 to the left, and 61613 to the right, and they join at the center over here. Let's call it lunar over here. So inside of this, your 7, the 1 times 3, 1 plus 3, your Elohim part, okay, and where things switch. Now remember, 12 is 1 and 2, 3, and 13 is 1 and 3, 4. And that's where everything switches between the 3 and the 4. I'm just going to turn this around for a second. That's where your 1 and 2 is 3. Your 1 and 3 is 4. And this is where 1 comes between 2, creating 3. And they separate here, or they're in the same house. 3 plus 1, 4 minus 1. Seem to be in the same area as me there, one of the sevens. Not only that, 5 and 6, 11. Look at that. 3, 6, 4, 5. When I hold up one of these, you always have to know it totals 9. Every side is 9 and 9, 18. Happy Hanukkah. 9 and 9 and 9 and 9 and 9 and 9. 9 minus 4 is 5. 3 minus 9 is 6. 6 and 5, 11. 9 minus 6 is 3. 9 minus 1 is 8. 8 and 3, 11. 9 minus 2 is 7. 2 and 7, remember that one. 2 and 7. 9 minus 2 is 7. 9 minus 5 is 4. Energy, Jesus, God, gates of the Omega, dividing of time, energy, space. And at the same time, where's 10, 11, and 12? So since we did A, B, C, D equaling to 10, and that was Capricorn, then what we do is we take Capricorn D and we connect it to Virgo F equaling to 10. And then we go ahead and take B. All right. B is a fixed sign. B is Taurus. And we're going to connect it to Scorpio H. And that's going to equal to 10. And then your A is going to connect to I, which is 1 and 9, and that will equal to 10. And then what is your C and G, 3 and 7, and that will equal to 10. And now you will have your lower set. Here it is. Now that it took so long, can't remember what I was talking about. Okay. Yes. So you can notice 1, 2, 3, 4 looks like an L letter. So the bottom 4 connect to the top 4, the highest and the lowest. But if you really want to, so you create your situation by creating your Capricorn as your complete association of 1, 2, 3, 4. But in that association of 10, you end up with a 1, 9 connect to the birth, a 2, 8 through Venus, okay, the 2 lunar moons to the 4 heavens, right? Then you have the 3 where your 1 and 2 comes together, your 3 moons come together, and you connect it to 7. And the 3, 7 is your 2 air signs. That's your first connect. Altering your birth through 1, right? And 2. 1, 2, 1991, 2992. This is when your leap year comes in. 1461 is that number. Remember that. 1461. There are 1461 days in this cycling leap year. Why I say cycling? Because everything's always changing. So every time something changes, I have to add that into the scheme of things and see how all the changes, algorithms run against each other to see what the what's the word to use? Anyways, the differences, let's see what they are. Yeah, I really have to take a shower. So inside of this, if I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I don't have to do it. Now I'm going to do the geometric shape of 1, 2, 3, 4, which means the 4 can be used as 1, 2, 3, 6, 3, 2, 1, 4, 6, 5, 4, 1, 6, 5, 4, 7, 4, 5, 6, 9, 9, 8, 7, 4, etc. Now check it out. Did you see what just happened? Okay, I can also use 2, 5, 8, 9, 2, 5, 8, 7, 8, 5, 2, 1, 8523. Now, if you take a look at the 8 and go up to the top left, 8 and 1 is 9, and up to the top right, 8 and 3 is 11. If you go to the 2 at the top, and look over to the left at the bottom is 2 and 7, 9, and to the right is 2 and 9, 11. Just let's say the 3 moons are in the sky right now, and you cannot deny what is on the network as Luna, Deimos, and Phobos, the 3 moons in our sky. How's everybody doing? I need to get a glass of water. Maybe you can give me 2 minutes. I was going to go into the shower, but I think I'm going to continue on, slow down, and backtrack a little bit. Give me a minute. Come, guys. Come. Then? No. Yeah, I go a little fast, eh? I go way too fast. Hold on a second. I don't have my hat. What happened to my hat? Yeah, okay, it's cold. Just want to see what's going on. I have not looked at the comments for 2 minutes, so just give me a minute. I do not like to rush, and I rush all the time. I rather answer certain questions for certain reasons. Yes, Anna. Thank you, Anna. Okay. Onto something. Someone said, Anna says, I'm onto something. If somebody, apparently, a few weeks ago, it was mentioned to me by someone on Facebook, and I don't want to say that I'm proud to be, but if you don't hang out a little bit everywhere and you shunt yourself from everything, how will you know the difference? Right? How can you ever see the separation more and more? It's crazy. It's just crazy. And I knew it a long time ago. Like I must have been 10, 9, maybe before that. I think it was when I was born in 63, so by the time they were in Korea, and I'm listening to this and I'm going, you know, anyways, not going to get into that. So, on to something. I'm on to showing the differences and little things that I find and how they match up with other pieces and the story it says, it begins to tell with inside itself. It's not a reality outside the construct or what do you call it? Man, I need to learn some of my English. In the confines of TikTok, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? The minute we see something, hear something, sometimes it's hard to forget. You know, it doesn't matter if it's real or if it's fake, because it's as real as what you can see, real as what you can hear, real as what you can feel. It's real for you in whichever way it was. It's as real as if you didn't know it all, and what you don't know at all, and what can be, and what you could and can't imagine. Yeah, I like to play with words. It's like a song, you know, makes you think. So we did the bar mitzvah and the bat mitzvah, the woman, the feminine. Why do I call it that? Because the bat mitzvah is for 12. The 3 is AB, right? Let's call it Pisces. Let's call it the association between I'm just trying to think, between Aries and Taurus, 1 and 2. But is it 1 and 2? That's what I ask. Is it 1 and 2? I don't see it that way. You know why? Because I really don't see it that way. I see the end result is the 1 and the 2. But we need the 9 and 3 to equal to 12. And then I need the 8 and 4 to equal to 12. Now remember, 1 between 2 equals to 3. So that's the only place we begin. So if we begin at 3, that is our 3-9 birth creation. Guess what? 39 is the word 10. 3 and 9 is the lower and the upper realm of numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4 equals to 10, relevant to 3. And what is 6, 7, 8, 9 equals to 30, relevant to 9. Why? 3 by 1 is 3. 3 by, what did I say? Did I say 9? No, I meant 6, 7, 8, 9 equals to 30, right? And 3 by 10 equals to 30. Did I say that right? You're right, 3 by 10 equals to 30. So let me see this again. Holy Toledo. How good is that water, eh? Is that electric water? Burnett's like you never drank before. Okay. Okay, so yes, it was 3 by 10 equals to 30. Right, okay, right. And then 3 by 30 equals to 90. I'm just trying to see something here. 3 by 30. Right, okay, so that difference of 10 and 30 is also a difference of what is the 1 and 3 coming together. What I learned through Pythagorean that brings things down to a single digit, I learned to understand I can do the same thing. And mathematically, it works. It works. I wouldn't use things if they didn't work, because if you can't do it, I can't do it. You can't do it. If you can do it and I can't do it, but we both have to be able to do it. So it's basically this. 1 mirroring 1, okay, equals to what is 2 and 1 equals to 3. Now the cubic world would be 6 mirroring 6 equals to 36 and 12 equals to 48. And then we'd have 2 mirroring 2 equals to 4 and 4 equals to 8. Then we have 5 and 5 equals to 25 and 10 equals to 35. And then we have 3 and 3 equals to 9 and 6 equals to 15. Then we have, hold on, 4 and 4 equals to 16 and 8 equals to 24. 2 plus 4, 6. 1 plus 5, 6. 3 plus 5, 8. 8. 3, 4 and 8. 4 and 8. 4 and 8 equals to 12. Pisces, 1 and 2 equals to 3. 33, 88, 66. Now, what we can do with this is we're going to get back to 48, 80, 15, 6, 8, 3, final result. The heavens of 360, what does that mean? The seventh gate. I'm just trying to look at this. So where did we get this? 3 times 3 is 9. 3 plus 3 is 6 equals to 15. So in rotation of the breath. 8 by 8, 64. 8 plus 8, 16. Through the silver gates connected by the constellations of 88. The string of pianos, 1 through 7 equals to 8. Do, re, mi. Remember, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So you've run, just trying to see the word sola. Sola. Anyways, not going to get into that, discussable. And then 6 by 6 is 36 and 12, equaling to what is 9 and 3. The angels of the gateway come to the breath and birth. 6, 8, and 3, 386, 368. The heavens of creation. So you can see how everything works. Anyways, we're going to leave it go. Let me see whoa, I'm back down at the bottom. How's everybody doing? So one last thing I'm going to do, although I still have not completed a lot of stuff, no questions. You know, I mean, sometimes I feel like I'm just going over my own words with no questions that have been asked. How do you walk away satisfied? I mean, I can tell you a story, but if you want to walk away satisfied, you want to see how a color turns into something else, right? 1 times 71, 2 times 71, but nothing begins until 3 times. And then the gateway is between the 3 and the 4. 1 times 71 is 1 hour. Just going to do this one little thing and that's it. I want to go sit upstairs. My nephew's here. I'm not. Okay, so this is 111, 222. So what happens with this is 2 times 71 minutes is 2 hours, 22 minutes. And same with this. But if I took this and use it as just a number, 111, it'd be 1 hour, 1 hour and 51 minutes. Here, if I took it at 222 minutes instead of 2 hours and 22 minutes, okay, it would equal to 3 hours and 42 minutes. This one would equal to 6 hours and 33 minutes. The fourth one, okay, will equal to, let me see. Okay, I'm using the wrong, okay, right. I'm just trying to see something, 444. 7 hours, 24 minutes. And I have to run through the fifth one, 5 by 71. It ends. After that, it's a little different. 555. Remember, we can only go to 5, the cube. You only can do 5 of 6, 1 through 5, 2 through 6. And then this one over here will be 9 hours and 15 minutes. Now, if you take a look, you have 5 and 1, 6, 4 and 2, 6, 3 and 3, 6, 2 and 4, 6, 1 and 5, 6. And this is at 1 hour and 11 minutes, 2 hours, 22 minutes, 3 hours and 33 minutes, 6 hours, 66 minutes. No, I wasn't supposed to do this one. Okay, but if you see, okay, 666, now hold on a second. Where was this one? I want to see where this one came from. Okay, this is 444. Okay, this one here is this one here. Okay, listen. Yeah, I'm gonna have to end it right now. There's so many little things. I'm going way too fast. Don't have the time right now. I got a bunch of other videos on YouTube. I've got a bunch here. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate. I'm looking to build a community. 21 years. I think we're up to 3,000. I think by next year we can be at 30 million or 300 million. I like to, look up at least, and that's a minimum I'm talking about, right? Because everybody should know the difference. You want to know how to paint this color? Who wants to know about that? Right? Go ask the guy at the paint store, right? So I do this with the alphabet. And where is it going to go to? We're going to connect the Aztecs. We're going to connect the animals. We're going to connect everything. We can go back billions of years. We don't need a book. We already have ABC. Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. Send me a message, but I really got to go right now. Later on, I'll be back maybe a little bit this afternoon. I doubt it. Send me a question, but I'm like looking at 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock tonight.
Cheers.